Hey Wellington, I'm Pete, also known as Detective Chow, Food Scene Investigation. I'm here to tell you why I would make a great official blogger for Visa Wellington on a plate. See, I'm just a regular guy. I make my own bread, make my own pasta, make my own chocolates. Also started brewing my own beer. You do like craft beer, don't you, Welly? You can take all these photos, get people hungry, interested in the food, but it's the stories that keep them coming back. And I'm a storyteller by trade. I'm a comedian, I'm a performer, I'm a writer. I tell stories. So this is my story. I'm half Chinese Malay, half Scottish Australian. Growing up, I never really liked food. I had really bland taste. Mum would make all of this amazing Chinese food, but there's just one problem, and that was that I didn't eat food. I couldn't eat chili. I couldn't eat garlic. I couldn't even handle ginger. It was all too much for me. Pepper? No, thank you. My favorite foods when I was a kid were spaghetti bolognese and chicken and sweet corn soup. So, what happened? Everything changed because of these guys, Basil and Jamie. So I started watching Jamie Oliver and he captivated me. You know, he's so enthusiastic, energetic. He just made everything seem so accessible, so easy, all lovely jubbly, right? So I started watching it and then I started experimenting with food. Got his cookbook, started cooking his food. Used basil for the first time. Just 3 leaves at first, but it was a gateway herb and it led me onto bigger and better things. Herbs, I used spices, I used chili, flavor, garlic, wasabi, all of it. I now can eat anything. I've eaten puffin in Iceland. I've eaten raw eel in Japan. I've eaten fried locust in Vietnam. I've even had a raw vegan kale smoothie. So that was in Sydney. Dietary requirements? None! Although I want something sweet. If I don't have something sweet, I could get cranky. You wouldn't like me when I'm cranky. I can eat gluten. Lactose. Chili. Wasabi. So I discovered food. Now what? Start a food blog. Yes! Because that's what everyone does. I wanted my blogs to be a little bit different. Rather than just taking photos, writing about food, I decided to do a noir detective style comic about food scene investigation. Detective Chow. As a result, I can take photos. Photos of food, photos of people, human interest. I can even take low light photography. What else do you want from me? So you wanted to know my favorite food experience. If you were there, you would have enjoyed it. We did a 3-day street food tour of Vietnam. Walking around Hanoi with a local who could tell us all about the food we were eating, taking us to these little hole-in-the-wall places where you sit on little plastic stools on the side of the road with scooters going past and eating a bowl of noodle soup. It cost about $3 and fill you up. It was amazing. That have the pot of broth that's been boiling there, the same recipe, the same pot for 30 years. It was fantastic. I never would have been to any of these places if I didn't have someone telling me that this was good, this was safe, I wasn't going to get food poisoning. Because no one likes food poisoning, do they? Anyone? You? I don't believe it. Hello, puppy. I think I'm the only blogger that's done a food review using digital scales and a tape measure. I know burgers. Watch yourself, Burger Wellington. I'm coming for you. In summary, in choosing me for Visa Welly on a plate, you are getting a regular guy, a photographer, a writer, a comedian, a performer, a foodie, a cook, a lover, and someone who can work to a deadline. The fact that I'm dashingly handsome, that's just a bonus. I will eat anything you tell me is safe to eat. Not like the time I went mushroom hunting and picked what could either have been delicious field mushroom or a deadly death cat mushroom. They couldn't tell me which it was. I got lucky that day, but I will never ever do that again.